The New York Jets have made several waiver wire claims. We'll talk about all of them. A lot of former Jets are now in new places. We'll talk about that too. Plus, perhaps some concerning injury updates ahead of the Steelers game. We got a jam-packed Boy Green Daily, and it starts right bleeping now.
I'm going to lose my gosh darn bananas. Boy Green Daily starts now. Zoinks!
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Let's go!
Put your seatbelts on. Get ready for the ride. We're the freaking New York Jets, and we're built for this shit.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Paul Eston Jr., a.k.a. Boy Green. I am the New York Jets digital reporter for Heavy.com. Welcome to Boy Green Daily, a daily New York Jets video show, also available wherever you get your podcast. Hey, everybody, make sure if you're on YouTube, you like the video, hit subscribe. It is absolutely free to do. Whether you're watching live or after the fact, it all makes a difference. Like the video, hit subscribe. We're trying to make a chase to 8,000 subscribers at the start of business. We are 78 subscribers away, so we're inching, baby, and I'd love to get to 8K before we get to the season, and we're running out of time. By the way, a week from today is the start of the 2025 NFL season. The Dallas Cowboys, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Jets get underway just a few days later on Sunday, September 7th. What a busy time of year it is with waiver wire additions, Jets going in new places. There's a lot of hoopla happening. And let's try to catch up on what the hell is going on. We have a full article in the YouTube description down below on that brand new passing target for one Justin Fields. We'll get to all that on the show. Why don't we start there? Let's start there, and then we'll play the waiver wire bingo game and figure out where everyone went and things of that nature and former Jets in new places. But the Jets were fishing. They threw the line in the water. They're playing the waiver wire game, and the fishing pole is just sitting out there in the water. The Jets are there. They have the 7th overall pick in the waiver wire priority. So they're just, and then all of a sudden, the Jets caught 3 fishes in the waiver wire pool. And the biggest one, they reeled it in, Wondelli, is a 6'7" beast, Jelani Woods. And before I talk about anything with Jelani Woods, everybody in our Jets universe should give a massive shout out to Connor Long. We've got a lot of Connors in the Jets universe. Connor Rogers, right? We have Connor Hughes. But Connor Long deserves our love because on Tuesday, on cut day, Connor Long and his sources, unbelievable. He's getting taller than me and all these sources too. It's unbelievable. It's happening all so fast. But on Tuesday, he reported that there was a lot of interest in Jelani Woods, and specifically the New York Jets were heavily interested. And his sources were right. The Jets used a 7th overall pick waiver wire priority to claim Jelani Woods, the tight end, from the Indianapolis Colts. So, hey, Connor Long, we see you, pal. You are a rising star in this business, and I'm sure that's not the first and last story you will break. So, apparently, Connor Long has sources. Yes, he does. Hey, he's the one who broke the story yesterday, so I want to give a big salute to Connor Long. Unfriggin' believable. Great for Connor. I'm really proud of him in all seriousness before we get into the thing. Really proud of him. That's amazing. That he could have Connor Long sources already at his age is spectacular. Eventually, we're not even going to be bringing up the age thing. It's meant as a compliment because it's so impressive. I don't know what the hell I was doing at his age, but I'll tell you this, wasn't breaking NFL stories. That's for sure. So good for you, Connor, and keep up the great work. I saw you recently surpass 2,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel. That's great to see. I love to see growth in the Jets community, so salute to you. Good sir. And let's get into it, because Jelani Woods is one of the most fascinating players that entered the waiver wire pool. One of the most fascinating players. This guy is 6'7", a massive guy, 6'7", 253 pounds. He was a third-round draft choice of the Indianapolis Colts in the 2022 NFL Draft. In his rookie season, he showed a lot of pop. Appeared in 15 games, recorded 25 catches, 312 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And you're like, oh, baby, maybe the Colts have something here. Now, unfortunately, and this is, everyone always says, well, Paul, why was he in the waiver wire pool if he's so impressive? Well, there's always warts on all these players, and you just have to determine which warts you're okay with. Jelani Woods has not played it down over the last 2 seasons. He missed the 2023 season, a lot of hamstring injuries. In 2024, he had toe surgery. So we haven't seen him. But what we did see is him in the preseason this summer, 7 catches, 75 yards across 3 preseason contests. Aaron Glenn said yesterday, they did a press conference after the waiver claims, quote, huge tight end that's going to help us as a blocker and as a receiver, end quote. And I'll tell you this on Jelani Woods. A lot of people said, oh, that means Jeremy Ruckert's gone, right? Well, no, actually. The Jets did make 3 waiver claims, and let's talk about all of them. I just talked about Jelani Woods. I'm excited, man. A big boy. Let's just hope he's healthy. Let's knock all over the place. That is crazy. So let's knock all over the place and make sure the injuries are good. But if that's good, boy, this is a very interesting player. Here are the other 2 players the Jets claimed, and both from the Kansas City Chiefs. Linebacker Cam Jones and offensive tackle Esa Pohl. Esa Pohl, by the way, is 6'5", 323 pounds. He joined the Chiefs as an undrafted free agent in May. The Washington State product allowed just 9 total pressures without a sack on 498 pass blocking snaps during his final collegiate season, earning him PFF's 8th best pass blocking grade among offensive tackles. And here was interesting on the Esa Pohl thing real quick. So Esa Pohl, people thought cleared waivers. They thought he did. So he was getting ready to head back to the Chiefs. And then all of a sudden, Esa Pohl was informed, oh no, actually you were claimed by the Jets. So he had to grab his stuff and then head to New York. And Chiefs fans were going crazy on social media because they thought they successfully got him back to the practice squad. So there's a little bit of drama yesterday on social media. But the Jets get a promising offensive lineman thrown on the practice squad. So there you go. Esa Pohl from the Kansas City Chiefs. And then one more from the Chiefs. That is linebacker Cam Jones, 6'2", 227 pounds. He's in his 3rd season in the league after spending the last 2 years in Kansas City. He joined originally as a UDFA in 2023, mostly a special teams contributor. He has appeared in 34 regular season games and 4 postseason games, including last season's Super Bowl. Aaron Glenn described him as a, quote, very productive player. Looking forward to him getting with this linebacker crew, really making noise on special teams for us, end quote. So those are the 3 players the Jets were able to acquire on the waiver wire. And all of those guys immediately are on the 53-man roster. So Jelani Woods, Fox Sports Talk. I thought he was also 6'7", but the Jets have him listed at 6'5". I read that off their press release. So unless they made a mistake. I initially saw 6'7", and then I saw in their press release just now as I was reading it, they list him at 6'5". So take that for whatever you will. Maybe they'll update that in due time. But either way, the Jets got 3 waiver wire claims, some help at linebacker, some help on the offensive line, and help at tight end. I would have assumed an edge rusher would have been coming, but apparently not. But I like the tight end, though. Quite frankly, I like all 3 players. All 3 players I like. But Jelani Woods, to me, is one of the most interesting. So there's your waiver wire claims for the New York Jets. The corresponding roster moves, by the way, for these 3 players. The team waived linebacker Zaire Barnes, offensive lineman Marquise Hayes, and then wide receiver Tyler Johnson, who is a bit surprising. Tyler Johnson was immediately brought back on the practice squad, which we'll get into the practice squad here in just a second. So Tyler Johnson is a vested veteran, so he did not have to clear waivers. As soon as he was cut, he was immediately transitioned over to the practice squad. But Zaire Barnes and Marquise Hayes have not signed to the Jets practice squad at this point, but those moves could be coming. Speaking of, let's get to the practice squad real quick. Here is the practice squad as it is currently constructed, and it's important to say that because the Jets still have a couple of practice squad spots still available here on the team, which I'll show you guys here in just a second here on the channel. Okay. I'll put this up on the big screen here. Here is the Jets practice squad again as currently constructed. Let's throw this up on the big screen so you guys can all see everybody who's in here. It's a lot of names. A lot of names here on the list. Here it is. Let's put this puppy up. It's right here. Okay. So this is the Jets practice squad that you see on your screen. All right, we'll go through everybody here. We got Dean Clark. He was the UDFA from Fresno State. They bring him back. They actually give him $160,000 to guarantee after the draft. Jordan Clark, the son of Ryan Clark, of course, the Notre Dame Golden Domer. He's back. Brady Cook, undrafted free agent. He's the only quarterback on the roster, quote unquote, beyond Justin Fields and Tyrod Taylor. So you got Brady Cook there. I just mentioned Tyler Johnson, a vested veteran, so he was able to come back. Cole Laval, my boy, from last year. Love you, Cole. He's back on the team, the former XFL and UFL player. Harrison Mevis, some insurance at kicker. I don't hate that at all. Very nice. There for Harrison Mevis. My boy Peyton Page, the undrafted free agent defensive tackle out of Clemson. A lot of upside there. I like that a lot. Jamal Pritchett. Oh, boy. Why did they cut this guy? We still don't know. But we're able to get him back on the practice squad, not claims. That's great news. South Alabama undrafted free agent wide receiver. So we can continue to develop him and have another option just in case anything goes south. Not rooting for that. I'm just saying. Jackson Sermon, the linebacker, he comes back for the Jets. Quentin Skinner, all your mama's favorite. He was able to come back, 6'5", about $190, talented wide receiver. Boog Smith, a.k.a. Aaron Smith, the linebacker, he also returned. He's another rookie. Brandon Smith, the Jets wide receiver, returned that we all love. And Eric Watts also returned. And let me turn off the scrolling ticker for a second because I believe we're getting a player cut off there at the bottom. So let me turn that off for a moment. And yes, Leonda Vegans. Okay. You see, and Eric Watts, undrafted free agent pass rusher from last year. So here's the list of guys that we have. A couple of notes to share on this. So Leonda Vegan, the German offensive lineman, is part of the NFL's International Pathway Program. And we did do an episode over the summer explaining what all that means. But I'll give you guys a sped-up, accelerated version. The Jets have a roster exemption for vegans. So while on the screen you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 players, okay? NFL teams are normally allowed to carry 16 practice squad players. So you'd say, oh, there's only 2 spots available. Not so fast, my friends. Salute to Lee Corso. Actually, Leonda Vegan has a roster exemption, so the Jets still have 3, count them, 3 spots left on the practice squad. They still have 3 spots left. So there's some opportunity here to add some more. Could Zaire Barnes be coming back? Perhaps. Marquise Hayes, could he be coming back? Perhaps. Well, what else could be happening here? We can sort of debate that, open up the phone lines a little bit and debate that. But we have 3 spots left for the New York Jets to play with. The Jets are allowed a 17th practice squad player because of the NFL's International Pathway Program. So keep that in mind. That is your, I was going to say full practice squad, but that's not really true. It's not your full practice squad yet. But that is the practice squad as currently constructed here on the show. So I just want to give a quick breakdown of the practice squad and how all that works for those curious. Some other players, you guys, let's answer some of your questions here. Flora Lilly. Is Kyle McCord still available? Re-signed to the Philadelphia Eagles practice squad. So technically he's available if the Jets want to just sign him to their 53-man roster, but there's no practice squad to practice squad action allowed. So Kyle McCord is a member of the Eagles, so unless the Jets add him to the 53, he's eliminated, unfortunately. Tommy DeVito, by the way, was claimed by the New England Patriots, so the Jets didn't even have a chance at him because the waiver wire claims are based on the 2025 NFL draft. So the draft order. Patriots were higher, so even if the Jets wanted Tommy DeVito, which I heard there was some interest, it was irrelevant. It didn't matter. J-Boy says, Boy Green, dust off that helmet up there and join the practice squad. I'm all about it. They want to sign me, they can. There are no limitations with the spots that are left, so the Jets can sign veterans, young players. They can have they can sign anyone they want from that perspective. All right, let's get into a couple of other things. I'll also ask you, or I'll also answer your questions, excuse me, not ask you guys questions. By the way, another reminder, make sure you guys like the video, hit subscribe. We have nearly 300 people in the room. We appreciate you. And also, make sure you get those memberships flowing, baby. Here are the items. If you guys would like to win any of these fabulous prizes, all you have to do is spend $3 on the channel, baby. Boy Green Coffee Club memberships, super chats, super stickers, you name it. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a little money sign there. Click the money sign, and there's all kinds of options that present to you. Super chats. You can get questions answered here on the show. Memberships raining from the high heavens. Those are always an option. And you guys could get raffle tickets to our contest. All a raffle ticket costs is $3. I try to make it super affordable so everyone can get involved. And here are all the items. Random vintage Jets player t-shirt from the past. I think you guys are going to love that. I'll do that a couple of times in our upcoming raffles to come. New York Jets Highland Mint Super Bowl III flip coin, flashed in 24 karat gold, limited edition coin. New York Jets logo Athletic Prime hoodie t-shirt, and the Kickoff Kitchen cookbook from Super Bowl chef Tim Lopez. 64 game day recipes, including entrees and appetizers extraordinaire. And those are all good to go. That was donated by Badshaw. Appreciate you, Badshaw. All right, let's get into where some of our Jets have landed that are no longer possible for the New York Jets. For instance, let's give a big shout out, right? We gave a shout out to Connor Long at the beginning of the show, his sources. What about Matt Lombardo, baby? Our NFL insider broke the story that Donovan Edwards is going from the Jets to Washington Commanders. Now, that's not incredibly exciting news because I would have loved Donovan to stay here, but either way, Matt Lombardo texted me, like, I don't know, when was it? When did he text me? I was going to pick up some sandwiches. So it was like 2:30, 3 o'clock, somewhere in that range. I get a text from Matt Lombardo. All right, I get a text. This should be his text tone now. I should probably change that. But here's the text tone I get. It's not really this text tone. I should get a better one, though. But he goes, FYI, Donovan Edwards just signed with the Washington Commanders. And I'm like, really? And I Twitter search, and I don't see it anywhere. And I'm like, okay, well, I trust Matt Lombardo. So Matt Lombardo is no longer on Twitter. So I said, well, man, I'm going to share the news to Twitter. Former Jets running back Donovan Edwards signs with the Commanders. NFL insider Matt Lombardo told me. So thanks for the text. And the plan is for Edwards to start on Washington's practice squad, and basically we'll see where it goes from there. And a lot of people are tweeting at me. Washington Commanders fans are all in the DMs. Hey, man, is this official? Is this official? I'm like, Matt Lombardo said it. I don't know. And then a few hours later, the rest of the Washington Commanders beat were able to confirm it. So let's give a big salute to our NFL insider, Matt Lombardo, for breaking that story. Hey, now, huh? Beat the rest of everybody by hours. Impressive. Very nice. Again, I wish this wouldn't have been Donovan Edwards news breaking. I wish it would have been news like the Jets getting somebody and then losing somebody, but that's neither here nor there. So we will see. Yeah, we will see. Appreciate you. I'll answer a bunch of your guys' questions coming up here in a minute, I promise. I just want to get through all of this news and bits. Look at this, NY Jets 2824 gifting a Boy Green Coffee Club membership. Let's go! That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's reveal that new member to the Boy Green Coffee Club. That is Rick Astar. Rick Astar, who was the first commenter on one of our recent Man Shot Show with Boy Green Digital YouTube videos. I saw you say first comment. I missed those days, so thank you for that. But NY Jets 2824, you've just got yourself another raffle ticket for our contest, baby, which we really appreciate. Thank you very much. Let's keep that train rolling here on the program. I'll also open up the phone lines here in just a little bit. By the way, you guys are running out of time here on this contest because this contest only goes through Sunday. We'll be revealing the winner of this contest on Monday, September 1st, and that will, of course, be the start of the week for the Jets and Steelers, which I'll have a note on that in just a minute. By the way, 3 raffle tickets for you, NY Jets 2824. So, yeah, I guess Donovan's going to start on the practice squad, and there may be a chance that he works his way up to the 53-man roster. So we'll see what happens there. All right, there you go. Donovan Edwards. But, again, big salute to our NFL insider, Matt Lombardo. Love it. Okay. Yep. We talked about this. All right. Here's another one here. The only Jets player that was claimed off of waivers was defensive back Jarek Bernard-Converse. He goes to the Cleveland Browns. And, hey, there was always a chance of this. Shout out to NFL analyst Will Parkinson. He's friendly with Jarek Bernard-Converse. He's joined him on his podcast, so he's got pretty good sources over there, I'd imagine. And he warned that this could happen, and it did. I know a lot of people seem to be upset. He's played some corner. He's played some safety. Very versatile guy. To me, I just think it's like, hey, man, how many corners are you going to keep? The Jets are incredibly deep at corner. Someone was going to benefit. The Browns benefited. JBC is off to Cleveland. Best of luck to Jerk Bernard Converse. And by getting claimed, he's on a 53-man roster. So he gets more money and better opportunities. So, hey, man, good for you, pal. Good for you. Great news. Great news for Jerk Bernard Converse. But what I will say is he being the only Jet to be claimed was a little bit surprising. Little bit surprising. Gonna be honest. I thought someone else was gonna get claimed. More on that in just a second. Let me wish a good morning to my beautiful mother. I don't want to read her name. Like, I'm her son. I don't call her Michelle. Okay, that just doesn't happen. Like, I'm just watching this show because my fiance. This is one of the shows we watch together. It's called Neighborhood on Paramount Plus. And there's a moment in the show where the son tries to change who he is. And he went like, "Yo, what's up, Tina?" That's his mother's name. And his mother went, "If you call me Tina one more time, I'm about to slap you upside your head. So, whoa, I want to avoid that." So no Michelle's, just mom works for me until I'm dead. So, yep, we're just going to keep it right on there. Anywho, so JBC is the only player that gets claimed by the Jets because I'm going to be honest, I thought another player would be claimed. Malachi Corley, who did not get claimed, but apparently, according to NFL insider Jordan Schultz, Malachi Corley's phone and his agent's phone were blowing up. He had, quote unquote, multiple opportunities after clearing waivers to join a team. And guess what? Speaking of the Browns, he's heading to Cleveland. He chose Cleveland. Did I read that? He chose Cleveland? All right. That seems a little weird. Joe Flacco. Dylan Gabriel, Shador, Malachi, wide receiver, and your job is to catch footballs, and you chose Cleveland? All right, that seems a little weird, but okie dokie. I guess that seems sort of odd. Not sure that's what I would have done, but oh yeah, Deshaun Watson, I forgot about him. Thank you, Stephen Fox. So he chose Cleveland. Interesting. All right. Well, different strokes, different folks. So, yeah, NFL insider Jordan Schultz said that Malachi had multiple opportunities after clearing waivers, and yeah, he chose the Cleveland Browns. Interesting. So, some other notes here from Jordan Schultz. Quote, Malachi Corley is just 23 years old. The plan is to start on the practice squad with a chance to be elevated early in the season. His skill set, if used correctly, could be a weapon in today's NFL. And boy, have the Jets been catching some strays on Malachi Corley. Oh, what a dumb organization. Look, they blew it. Look, blah, 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 blah. And I will be honest, okay? The Jets coaching staff sucked last year. Let's just call it how we see it. And then they get fired in the middle of the year, and it was a disaster. So Malachi Corley's rookie season didn't exactly go according to plan, obviously. But, hey, man, Malachi, you got to take some responsibility, some accountability here, man. Refusing to play special teams, goofing around, like, I don't know, man. I think that we can both take some blame here. By we, I mean the Jets organization and their lack of development and shitty offensive coaches, and then Malachi not stepping up to the plate. But let's assign some blame here a little bit more evenly. For this just to be, hey, he could be a weapon if used correctly. Hey, he could be a weapon if he has his head screwed on straight. And I want to say this. Okay? Malachi, it didn't work here, obviously. And for Jet fans, that sucks because we don't like burning third-round picks on fire, our Darius Stewart and all these other terrible third-round picks. I don't want to feel sad today, so I'm not going to go through the Zach Rosenblatt tweet of all the recent third-round picks. Yes, he did. So Taylor Sterling, that has been confirmed by multiple beat reporters. He refused to play special teams. Malachi Corley did. He ended up only appearing, I think it was in 8 special team snaps in his rookie year. So he refused, and then ended up playing in a couple at the end of the season, apparently. But yes, Rich Cimini confirmed he refused to play special teams. Connor Hughes confirmed he refused to play special teams, and Zach Rosenblatt did as well. So, which again, because the reason he did is he's like, I'm a starting receiver. I don't do that. Like, basically, I'm above that. So there was immaturity. There was entitlement was a word that Connor Hughes used. Yeah. So, which, by the way, right? We're all like, this is why we don't have all the information, right? So quick Malachi Corley story, and then we'll move on. Malachi Corley was a healthy scratch for like the entire first half of the season, basically. He was a healthy scratch. And we as Jet fans go, what are you doing, Jet? You're dumb. You're idiots. What are you doing? Use your guy. But here's the thing we didn't know. If that brother refused to play special teams, the coaching staff's like, then sit your ass on the bench. You're not playing. But us in fan land are like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So we didn't have the full information. So if I'm a coaching staff, I would have made him a healthy scratch too. Oh, you don't want to play special teams? Then how about sit your ass on the bench? So all of a sudden, that makes more sense. We thought the Jets coaching staffs were idiots, and they may still be. But in that particular scenario, they told him to sit on the bench because apparently he wasn't playing special teams. So, oh boy, what a disaster of epic proportions. But a quick message to Malachi if he's watching the show. Why wouldn't he be? It's Boy Green Daily, for God's sakes. Malachi, I hope this is a wake-up call, young man. I hope this is a wake-up call. I would hope in the future players of this talent level wouldn't need a wake-up call. They would appreciate the opportunity that was gifted to them, but obviously he did not. And now you're in Cleveland. You don't have any of the pressures of being this highly touted pick. That is on your resume, but it ain't on your resume in Cleveland. You have a brand new opportunity. So good luck. I wish you the best, Malachi. I hope you get your life together. I hope you get your head on straight. You're a very talented individual. One of the most frustrating things for me as a football fan is watching talented football players waste their talent by doing silly and stupid things. So Malachi, as I'm looking in the camera, I hope everything changes for you, man. I hope it does. Hey, we had another diva-ish wide receiver end up in Cleveland, and Elijah Moore, and that didn't go very well. It did. But now Elijah's in Buffalo. We'll see you week 2. But Malachi, hopefully get your shit together, pal. I hope you get your shit together. Anywho, there's some memberships being gifted from the high heavens. You always love to see that. Let's pop this up. Our number one Austrian Jet fan, baby. 5-pack of Boy Green Coffee Club memberships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For more gifted on this channel, I freak out and play a video package. Let's go.
Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
Yes, Kevin James, start your bleeping engines. By the way, our number one Austrian Jet fan is up to 215 raffle tickets this month. Good Lord. Good Lord, have mercy. Unfreaking believable, baby. Unfreaking believable. All right, let's read those 5 new members to the Boy Green Coffee Club real quick, like. All right, who do we got here? We got Slaps. One Mind, Every Weapon. Thomas Cahill. Card Cave NJ. Patrick Sullivan. You guys are all now members to the Boy Green Coffee Club. Welcome to the family. Grab a seat and get comfy. All right? Boy Green Daily's here. We got 400 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe if you guys are watching on the YouTube. Appreciate you. Yep. Hey, by the way, so Malachi Corley, he gets waived. And no one picks him up on waivers. And then he ends up in Cleveland. Do you guys remember the jersey number, the latest jersey number for Malachi Corley? Well, Nick Folk couldn't wait. Nick Folk switched his jersey number to 6. Whoa, Jesus, Nick. The body wasn't even cold yet, man. Hey, show some respect, Nick Folk. That was number 6. That was one of Malachi Corley's 3 jerseys, pal. One of his 3 jersey numbers. And for you to just take it willy-nilly as soon as Malachi Corley gets thrown off the roster is a little disrespectful, Nick Folk. I will say I like seeing you back in the 6, but good Lord. Good Lord, Corley's body wasn't even cold yet. Oh. Poor Malachi Corley. You hate to see it. Hate to see it. Jersey number immediately swiped up by the old veteran, Nick Folk. Nick Folk. Unbelievable. Nick Folk, as number one Austrian Jet fan says. Yep. He gone. Goes immediately to number 6. Yep, 3 jersey changes in his very brief time here. Hopefully he's got a better action happening there as well. Ooh, RR Jet says he should send him $6. That would be very respectful. That would be very respectful. You'd love to see that. That would be nice. That'd be nice if he could do that. So there you go. So Nick Folk back to number 6. Sweet. Thank you, Zach Rosenblatt. All right, let's get another one in here. Okay. So Donovan Edwards ends up with the Washington Commanders. Again, shout out to our NFL insider, Matt Lombardo, for breaking that story. Adrian Martinez goes to the San Francisco 49ers. A lot of you guys in the comments are like, oh, he could come to the practice squad. Unfortunately not. He signed with San Francisco. And a quick thing on Adrian. Adrian gets waived by the Jets, who is subject to waivers. He did not go claimed. And then the power returns to the players, for those who don't know, right? So when you get waived, so like when he was on the Jets, Jets controlled his rights, obviously. He gets waived. Any team that claims him would have gotten him. He didn't get to pick where he went. However, once you go unclaimed, the power goes back to Adrian Martinez. He and his representation can pick where he wants to go. And from everything I heard, the Jets wanted Adrian back. But other teams wanted Adrian. And I got to give a massive salute. Adrian, you made a great decision, man. As much as I love you and the preseason hero and all this stuff, Adrian made a great choice. With the Jets, Adrian Martinez would have been QB4. The Jets like Brady Cook. He started that final preseason game. Clearly, Brady Cook was higher on the depth chart. Martinez got waived before Brady Cook did. And that's great. But awesome. But Martinez, now he's QB3 in San Francisco on their practice squad. So he goes higher on the rung, and obviously gets to work with a brilliant offensive coaching staff with Kyle Shanahan and company. So big salute. Adrian Martinez no longer here. So I'll be curious, did the Jets add a fourth quarterback somewhere on the practice squad? That'll be sort of curious to see if they end up doing that. So good for Adrian. He gets a really good opportunity out there in San Francisco. So really happy for Adrian. Really happy. Again, he goes higher on the depth chart and gets to work with a brand new staff and gets a fresh start. So good for Adrian. We already talked about Malachi Corley. Carter Warren couldn't get traded, but ended up with the Falcons. Reunited with Jeff Ulbrich. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good to see. So thank you, Zach Rosenblatt, for the catch-up there on a couple of the other players ending up in new spots. And I want to get to this, then we'll open up the phone lines and all your interesting questions and comments here. But some concerning news ahead of Pittsburgh week. Yesterday, the Jets held their practice, and Sauce Gardner did not practice. John Simpson did not practice. Sauce Gardner dealing with a calf injury, John Simpson dealing with the back. So maybe this is much ado about nothing. Okay, this is just me talking here. Maybe it's much ado about nothing. However, Sauce Gardner not practicing yet would mean we'd have some Brandon Stevens, some Quantez Stickers, and Michael Carter II action, because I don't think A.Z. Thomas is fully healthy yet. So we could be tested immediately. On the John Simpson thing, if he doesn't practice, are the Jets going to trot out the lineup they trotted out in the preseason when it was Joe Tippmann at guard and Josh Myers at center? Is that what we're about to see week 1 against Pittsburgh? Because John Simpson is not ready, and thus the Jets put the quote-unquote best 5 out there. Something to keep an eye out for. Again, it's very early. Technically, it's not even Pittsburgh Steelers week. That starts on, I think it's Tuesday. They either show up to practice on Monday or Tuesday. They have some days off coming. AG talked about it in the presser. I can't remember. But something to keep an eye out for. Just throwing it out there. With those two not practicing, maybe it's nothing. AG expects them both to be good to go, but yeah, might want to keep an eye on that one. Might want to keep an eye on that one. We have 420 plus people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe. Baby, there was a lot to get through. A lot of info. Waiver wires. This player, this player, this player. Practice squad. Released. Signed. It's a lot to keep up with. But now we're going to go to you, animals. We're going to open up the phone lines, baby, here on the program. If you guys would like to get some action happening here, now is the time to do so. We'll play a quick half timeout. More coming up here on Boy Green Daily.
Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. Talking Jets football, man. Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily, Boy Green Daily. New York Jets Football Club. Offense, defense, special teams, watch Jets football with Boy Green. J-E-T-S. Jets. Let's go.
Phone lines are open, baby. That's youtube.com/boygreen25. If you'd like to call into the show, feel free to do so. Appreciate you. The phone lines are open. That is the pinned comment on youtube.com/boygreen25. Appreciate you. Everyone's saying, hey, there's plenty of time to get him ready. Hey, I'm not trying to put bad juju out in the universe. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying that we start to kind of peek and look ahead. That let's just keep an eye on it. All right, injury-wise. I'm not a doctor. I just sometimes play one on this show. All right, let's go to the phone lines, baby. Those are wide open. We started off with the Hep. What's up, Hep?
Hey, Paul. Hey, fellas. Remember I told you about I was concerned about Pittsburgh because of Green Bean is going to the show,
Yes,
going to the
yes,
game,
right. Yeah.
and now I found out more detail.
Yeah.
He has not seen an offensive touchdown in over 10 years of going to games. He's not seen an offensive touchdown.
Oh, God. Oh,
That
boy.
is bad. So anyway, people have been calling in his show talking about how to lift his curse. And this is the curse. Tell me if you ever heard about this.
Okay.
You have to walk into the stadium backwards,
Okay.
and that's how you lift the curse. And that's what he's
Oh,
going to
that's
do.
it. Oh, okay. I thought this was
Yeah.
going to be like a multi-step program. Like, okay, what?
No. You just walk
Oh,
into go to your seats totally backwards. Go right.
okay.
If
Well,
someone ha-
Green Bean learned to walk backwards, pal, because if we don't score an offensive touchdown, and then obviously we would, as much as I love Nick Folk, and I guess he could
Oh, yeah.
razor blades and lemon juice anyone to death with the Steelers actually had a win during one of Justin Fields. I think it was the Falcons game, may even been the season opener, where they had they didn't score a touchdown, but they won the game. They smack 7 field goals or something. So
Right.
Hey, I'll take it any way it comes. But I'd
Sure.
love to see a few, not even one. I'd like to see a couple touchdowns if possible. Week
Yeah.
1, that would be wonderful. So Green Bean,
Yeah.
walk your ass backwards, crab walk backwards. I don't give a bleep. Find a way, my man. Find a way. So I don't want to tackle Green Bean right before he gets in the stadium and prevent him from going in, saying sorry. You're just too cursed. We can't allow this to happen. I hope just that we can find a creative way, and apparently it's walking in backwards. Hey, that works for me at MetLife Stadium. We need to break the curse. We need Green Bean among the MetLife faithful.
Well, I've been lucky. The last 2 games I've seen were Jets Cowboys, and we won both games. The last game that I seen was the 9/11 game where they pulled out the flag and stuff. I was actually in a box seat for that. So, yeah, I'm pretty confident about that. So we should be good.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I love it. Thanks, Hep. Appreciate you, pal. Let's try to crack the code for Green Bean. One of the OGs. Okay. Green Bean, we need to cut out the 10 years without seeing a touchdown. Good Lord. Like I said, you can always evaluate these kind of things in 2 ways. One, Jesus, stay away from the stadium, Green Bean, or he's due. And we're about to have an offensive explosion. I remember a couple of years ago, back in my day, we had a preseason where we didn't score anything. And people said, oh, geez, look at the Jets. And guess who we played in week 1? The Buffalo Bills, and we dropped 48 points, the most points of any team in the NFL. So, sometimes narratives are what they are, just narratives. But you never know. Let's go back to the phone lines here. Here's Johnny Boy.
BG, what's going on, man?
What's up, Johnny? What's popping? Yeah.
Living the dream, man. About to go drop off a little one to school.
Oh, nice.
But I want to touch a little bit about the Corley stuff real quick.
Sure, yeah, please.
So I was a Corley guy.
Yes, yep.
That was my guy and everything.
Yep.
So to a certain extent, right, the whole stuff in regards to not wanting to carry people's pads or some whatever to that.
Yeah.
I feel a certain way in regards to that because you're a grown ass man, right? And like if another dude is telling you like, yo, take my pads, you're kind of going to be like, nah, like chill. Like I understand the whole rookie hazing stuff and blah, blah, blah. Like the tradition or whatever it is. I think for me more, it should have been like, dude just sucked. Like he did not want to play special teams. He thought he was a lot better than what he thought he was. He's coming into the league thinking he's big and bad and hasn't done a damn thing. I think that should be more of the stuff in regards to Corley because it just didn't work out and he's done and it's over with. And I really don't like talking about players that are in the past or anything, but I just wanted to bring that one piece out, like because he was the supposedly the handpicked dude from that number 8 that we had before in the back, right?
Supposedly, right? Yeah.
But he just wasn't utilized the right way, that. And look, best of luck to the cat wherever he go. He chose the Browns. Come on, that's a load of BS. Like nobody picks the Browns. Is that a real thing? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it seems odd. I don't know. Yeah.
And then the other thing too is the obsession with the QB3 stuff. that our fan base has right
Yeah.
now. Like,
Yeah.
it's insane. It's insane to me because if I'm going to be 100% honest with you,
Sure, I appreciate when you are. Yeah.
if we're at QB3, bro, there's a lot of holes that we have in the ship, and that ship is sinking quickly. It's so. And the last thing,
Yeah,
with,
sure.
with a lot of the pickups that we had yesterday, was the Zaire Barnes one that we dropped kind of like a question mark one, right? Do you think that, or I mean, I love the Jelani Woods pick.
Oh yeah,
right? Like
come on, how can't you? You know,
like
it's so intriguing. Yes,
he barely drops balls, etc. Anyways, but the Zaire Barnes one, right? Because I was already like kind of weirded out about essentially the linebacking core, right? So depth wise,
yeah.
Your thoughts on that? Like, am I tripping about that? You know, or is that something that's really we should kind of like discuss? Or do you think that they're going to stop picking up more possible free agent cuts and et cetera, et cetera?
Yeah, I would say a couple of things here. First off, so Zaire Barnes makes a 53. Again, I would have thought Jamin Davis got that spot, not Zaire Barnes. So that sort of surprised me, but I'm like, okay, Zaire Barnes must have done enough. The quiet part out loud, and he impressed the coaching staff. And then at the first possible chance, right, because that's why we talk about an initial 53, and then things can change. And they claim a couple of players, and immediately the first player they toss out the door is Zaire Barnes. I'm like, oh, okay. I thought he was higher on their totem pole. Apparently not. And Zaire Barnes currently is not on the Jets at all. He's not on their roster. He's not on their practice squad at this point. We'll see if he cycles back. He clears the second level of waivers, cycles back, and comes back. We'll see if that happens. That has not happened yet. No, I am concerned. Rich Samini talked about this on his podcast yesterday, that if you just roll out the Jets' 22 starters, the 11 on offense, 11 on defense, he thinks they could kick some ass. But there are depth concerns at multiple levels. There's depth concerns at defensive end. One injury, you're in shit. Linebacker, one injury, you're in trouble. Safety, one injury, and you're in trouble, and maybe even in trouble regardless of injury. Like that, it's just. And I talk about the Pillsbury Doughboy example. One poke to the belly button, pooh, and the air comes out. You're like, oh boy. And so linebacker's one of them, right? You got Jamie and Quincy, and perhaps the best linebacker duo in football. And then the next line of defense on that group, when you evaluate the roster, is this Cam Jones guy who just showed up. So he's on the list. We had Zaire Barnes, but now he's gone. So Francisco Mauigoa, Marcelino McCrary Ball, oh boy, no offense, with all due respect. I think the Jets should be turning over several positions. But to your point, Johnny, you've been beating this drum all offseason, and I agree with you. The linebackers are a little skittish beyond the two. The two are great, but beyond the two, it's looking a little thin.
Exactly, that's my point. Like, I love Quincy, I love Sherwood, I love the stories that are behind these guys and everything. It's just that after that, right? It's the whole conversation that we continue to keep having with Justin Fields. After that, like, what do we do after that? So, I think there's other positions of need other than talking about QB3, right? Because if we're at QB3, it's a problem. Like, it's bad.
Yeah.
Like, that means the line sucks. Like, they've been hitting dude left and right. It could be just a whole bunch of stuff. And again, I think the defense is going to have us in a lot of games in the beginning of the season, just until growing pains get away from everything, right? And I really am looking forward to seeing Justin Fields flourish, because I think he's going to do really well in this organization, because they're finally putting him in a position to somewhat win, right? The line is being set for him. He hasn't had a line like this maybe since college. He hasn't had running backs like this in college. I mean, maybe the wide receiver room is.
Yeah, we could debate about that on the DJ Moore stuff if people want to debate about that. But still, it's either the best or one of the best that he's had.
Correct.
In terms of weapon, like Garrett Wilson, I mean, compared to some of the best receivers he's ever had, is what I mean.
What the DJ Moore conversation? DJ Moore stuff was towards the end when he was getting ready to get out of there, right? That's
correct.
When you have Cole Kmet That's when he had the line that was a lot better because they started drafting more cats to come onto that line itself. So there's got to be more context to that conversation in regards to DJ Moore. DJ Moore got over 1,000 yards with him when he had him on
1,300, yeah.
So if that is something to maybe talk about, right, with potentially with Garrett Wilson. So there's things with him that are there that are just not being really talked about. And I'm hoping that, again, that this organization, this first-time offensive coordinator in Tanner, will be able to utilize this individual to see that. I mean, that's all we have, right, as Jet fans. It's the hope. It's 0-0. It's the beginning of a new season.
Yeah.
And to kind of go from there. But I know you got other people, man. I just wanted to come up here real quick. You know, Corley's gone. It's over with. He was a bum with us. It's done. Like, the guy is out of here, and he had issues, and it's more up here. So peace out to that dude and everything.
Yep.
So appreciate you, BG.
Appreciate you, Johnny boy. Yep. See ya. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you, Malachi Corley. You go. Now we'll see. Yep. Just some cleanup. Talking about a few players that were on the team yesterday that are no longer on the team today. A few players are gone. Got a super chat coming in here from my boy, Lou B, Super Jets fan. Every time I get a super chat, my daughter chimes in. Wow. Thank you, Soraya Luna, my beautiful daughter. Lou B, Super Jets fan, sending in a $5 super chat. Thanks, brother. BG, that info of walking in backwards came from me. Oh, okay. On the green bean thing we're just talking about. Anyone who's had bad luck at games needs to walk in backwards. This is true. Fascinating. I've never heard of this before, and I've never had to execute it myself. In terms of games, I've been to some fun Jets games during my time. Some very fun Jet games. Let me go through them. Like, come on, one of the best ones, perhaps the best one I've ever been to, was Jets Patriots 2015, the overtime walk-off. Ryan Fitzpatrick, Eric Decker, back right corner of the end zone. In the middle of the game, we learned that the Steelers had lost. So if we win and you're in next week, we win this game and then win and you're in next week, we're in the playoffs. And I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. And we're like, woo, freaking out. It was awesome. So I've been to that game. That game was great. I was at the mononucleosis Sam Darnold back Cowboys game that Hep was at, I'm sure, too. In 2019, Sam Darnold, the Robbie Anderson, 99-yard touchdown. Oh, my Lanta, that was amazing. I've been to losses, sure. Jets Cowboys in Dallas, I was at that loss. I was at the Jets Ravens season opener. That was a loss. I'm pretty sure the Jets lost that Bengals season opener a bunch of years ago. I think that was a loss, too. So I've been at wins and losses. So I've been sort of balanced in my Jets experiences. But I did not know that this was a thing, and that came from you, Lou B. Okay. Lou B, by the way, with your previous Super Chat combinations, you have 8 raffle tickets this month for the contest, brother, so thank you. And by the way, speaking of Lou B, guys, I want to give a quick shout-out to Lou B. Okay? We got our tailgate coming up, Jets Cowboys, Week 5, Sunday, October 5th. And our guy Lou B here on the screen has donated something amazing to our tailgate. And it is this. The thing he is donating is the Beast Sprinter. It's a luxury travel experience. It's a 2025 Mercedes 170-inch Sprinter van designed for comfort, style, and safety. Now, what this is going to be is in the back of this Beast Sprinter is a DJ booth. And that's going to be at our tailgate. And that normally costs a lot of money. Lou B is offering that because it's part of his business that he owns. He's offering it for free for our tailgate. So I want to give a massive shout out here to Lou B. We're going to have a DJ at the game. That's going to be even cool to add another layer to our experience for the Jets Cowboys tailgate. For people that have asked, and I've gotten a few more people asking about it. Unfortunately, folks, I'm sorry. You missed the window. I'm not selling any more tickets. I'm not selling any more tailgate tickets. Those are all sold out, I'm afraid. However, if there is an event you do want to attend that I still have spots to, it's the night before the meet and greet at Chef Kevin Gilbert's restaurant. So if you have interest in that real quick, I'll give a quick plug. Let me throw up my email on the screen real quick. This is my email. That is Saturday night, October 4th at 7:30. It's at Chef Kevin Gilbert's restaurant in Caldwell, New Jersey. It is the Cloverleaf Tavern. If you have interest in attending, we have a couple of spots left. But that's the only event I have left. The tailgate is sold out. The tickets are sold out for the game, which is great. And thank you to the Jet fans out in the audience that allowed us to be able to sell out. But if you do have interest in going to the meet and greet, my email's on the screen. First name, middle initial, last name, jr@gmail.com. That is PAULAESDENJR@gmail.com. If you guys have any interest in attending that meet and greet or hearing more info about it, reach out to me ASAP because it's first come, first serve. Once those spots sell out, so to speak, they go. Just want to make sure that's clear to everyone in the universe. But let me bring the super chat back up real quick from our guy here, Lou B, Super Jets fan. So again, I just wanted to highlight him on the screen. So he's bringing his B Sprinter, and it is unparalleled customization crafted by the finest builders in the country. The private jet on wheels featuring premium leather reclining seats, plush walls, flooring, and advanced lighting and sound system that seamlessly transitions from executive elegance to a vibrant nightclub atmosphere. It's equipped with 2 Samsung high-definition televisions, high-range Wi-Fi, and state-of-the-art air suspension for the ultra-smooth ride. The Beast ensures a first-class journey for up to 12 passengers. We won't be hopping in it to drive away, so you won't have to worry about that. And full collision sensors, advanced cameras, long road trips, concerts, bachelor parties, birthdays, the ultimate tailgating experience. The Beast delivers unmatched luxury and performance. And again, a huge salute to Lou B, Super Jets fan, who is donating this to the tailgate. He's going to be at the tailgate. He'll be there at the game with us. Super cool. So Lou B, who won our raffle this past month, an amazing gesture. Thank you so much, Lou B, Super Jets fan. Super cool, you man. Super cool. All right, I see a shout out here, baby, from NY Flight Jets Talk, a.k.a. Connor Long, Super Source Insider Extraordinaire, baby, giving a shout out.
Wow.
He's been a member on this channel for 7 months. Again, we talked about it at the beginning of the show, Connor, in case you missed it, but I will reiterate it here that Connor Long, man, you are blowing up, man. You're blowing up. You're a professional. That's awesome to see. It's cool to see you breaking stories and giving insights, and your shows are evolving, and you're becoming a man, and it's great to see. I'm very proud of you. So he says here he's a member for the Boy Green Coffee Club for 7 months. Appreciate you. Jelani Woods, baby, cut Ruck. They kept Ruck, so we'll see what happens if more moves are to come. But at this point, Jeremy Ruckert is still on the roster. So they've got, let's see, so Mason Taylor, Stone Smart, Jeremy Ruckert, Andrew Beck, and now Jelani Woods. So they have 5 quote-unquote tight ends on the team. So they are locked and loaded at tight end. This does not surprise me with all the jumbo personnel that Detroit ran, that they have extra tight end Brutus Beefcake on the roster. It does not surprise me. So Ruck is still on the roster as of this moment in time, but again, more moves could be coming. So big salute to Connor Long, a.k.a. at NY Flight Jets Talk, who just recently surpassed 2,000 subscribers on his channel. A massive salute to Connor Long. And I can't believe it. He broke a friggin' story. He cooked, man. He cooked, excuse me. I saw the short story. I'm like, damn, okay. And then the next day, the first thing I said, I'm like, let me check that waiver wire. I'm like, holy crap, we got Jelani Woods, the guy Connor Long said we would get. Wow, okay. See, Connor, use your powers. With great power comes great responsibility. Uncle Ben said that when he got shot in Spider-Man, spoiler alert. And with great power comes great responsibility. Connor, you've now acquired sources that give you good information. Use it wisely, my friend. Use it wisely. Continue to break cool stories to us Jet fans. And use it wisely, my friend. Excellent. Good work. Shout out to Connor Long. Shout out to Connor Long, baby. All right. I see we have a ton of questions and comments in here. I'll try to answer them all, but unbelievable. Good for Connor on that breaking story. Absolutely terrific. Absolutely terrific. Okay. Let's see a couple others here. We'll be on for a little bit longer. And then I got to hop on over. We're doing another show on the MC Show digital page. So I got to do that. But we'll have more content today because today is a Boy Green Meets Woody Day. Eric Orengo. Hey, BG, is there spots in your fantasy league? Eric, make sure you email me. There may be a spot that just opened up. So stay tuned because we have our drafts this weekend. So Eric, if you haven't already, make sure you email me, reach out, and we'll see. I may have 1 or 2 spots available, potentially. So reach out. We'll see if we can figure it out, but thank you for asking. It is cool. For the first time ever, For people that are members of the Boy Green Coffee Club, we have an exclusive Discord privately for the Coffee Club members of this YouTube channel. So we will have 2 leagues, the Boy Green Coffee Club League, which is the original, and the Double Espresso Shot. Hey, you got to keep it coffee related, right? So we got 2 leagues, 24 people in total, although I'm in both leagues, so it's not exactly 24 people. But yes, if you guys are interested, join that league. That is an exclusive league to join for our Boy Green Coffee Club members out in the universe. So if you are interested, I can try to do what I can to help you guys out, make that happen. So, Eric, let me know, and anyone else who could be interested, same sort of thing. I guess I'm glad I have my email saved on here. Hit me up, Paul A. Esden Jr. at gmail.com. They're 12-team leagues, full point PPR, and if you have interest, I'd love to put you on a list, so as soon as someone drops out, I can immediately go to you. That would help us a great deal. PaulaESdenJr at gmail.com. Thank you, Eric Orengo, for the comment. Okay, let's answer. Yeah, so shout out to Lou B again. Amazing that he's donating his Sprinter to the Boy Green Coffee Club. That's pretty friggin' cool. He definitely did not have to do that at all, so that was super cool, man. Super cool. Every Jets fan you're walking backwards for, Lily says. Works for me. Yeah. Jet Shine says Ravens, not Bengals 2022. Ravens were 2022 because it was the 2022 draft. I remember seeing Garrett Wilson for the first time. So the Ravens season opener was 2022. The April draft was the 2022 draft, and then that was week 1. The Bengals one, I can't remember when that was. Leonard Williams was still on the team, so that dates me a little bit of whenever that one was. Good Lord have mercy. Wow. Okay, my fiance just handed me this. I didn't even know this was a thing. Reese's filled pretzels with peanut butter filling. Good Lord. I feel like I'm on one of those QVC commercials. Wow. Okay, that looks delicious. I didn't even know there was a thing. So sweet, nice little snack here. We'll get into this later, perhaps. Okay, nice. All right, snacks being delivered on the show. Full service over here. I don't even know where to put this thing. All right, here we go. Put that over there. Very nice. But yeah, Ravens was definitely 2022. I brought the family. That was Zariah Luna's first game. She was just a couple months old. I did bring her to that one. Bengals, like I said, is Leonard Williams Day. So that one's older. I went to that one with ESPN and New York radio personality Ty Butler, who's now a bigwig over at ESPN New York. So good for Ty. Yeah, we went there when he was my co-host of this podcast back in those days. Alrighty, let's answer some of your questions or comments here on the show. All right, let me catch up on what we got here. There we go. Let's go to Nate. Let's go to Nate with a shout out here. Hey now.
Wow.
Nate Jets, which again, it was awesome seeing Nate at the Jets Giant joint practice I was at, which also was the hookup from Lou B. Lou B's everywhere, man. That's the only reason I was there. And shout out to my fiance. Lou B offered me the tickets to go to the Jets Giant joint practice at like 8. He offered it earlier than that, but like at 8 or 9 o'clock at night, I'm like, should we go? Should we go? My fiance's just like, let's go, baby. I'm going to pack up the kids. I'm like, oh my God, good Lord. It's like a 5-hour trip or something for us. So packed up the car, got there at like 2 a.m. or something. We went to Jets Giant joint practice. So shout out to Lou B for the tickets, and shout out to the real MVP that I got to make sure I marry ASAP before I lose her. And that is my beautiful fiance, Tatiana Davis. Yes. But Nate says, Chef and Lou B about to put last year's tailgate to shame. Folks, I said it last year, and the tailgate last year was fine. It was me, Nick Shine, and it was a good time. It wasn't my tailgate. I sort of just joined in with what Nick Shine had going on. But after the tailgate, I went, man, if I'm going to do this and host it by myself, there's a lot of things I want to change and do and all this other stuff. And a lot of pieces were critical pieces to this puzzle. Chef Kevin Gilbert, of course. Being the guy, I called him very early in the offseason and wanted to make sure that I got that all together. And then Lou B, bringing the DJ booth. We're going to have food. Oh, the party's going to be awesome. And if any of you are out there in the universe like, damn it, I wish I would have went to this thing. Well, we plan on doing this every year moving forward. So hopefully that vibes with you guys. And hopefully this is something that's a hot ticket item, and we're going to have limited seats, and hopefully, and we'll get bigger and bigger as the years go on. And hopefully you guys just want to be a part of it, and you guys are just on it, because like I said, I plan on doing this every year moving forward. So start saving your shekels right now for next year, and make sure you have it ready, because once the tickets start flowing, and it will be first come, first serve. So thank you, Nate, for that. And oh yeah, I am so excited. Chef Kevin Gilbert, a DJ booth. Oh, it's going to be awesome. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. One of our new favorites, It's the 04 Jets fan, baby. What's up, pal? Nope. We might be in a tunnel right now. All right, 04 Jets fan. It looks like you're having some technical issues. One more time. 04 Jets fan. Okay, going through a tunnel, pal. You might have to exit out and come back in. We'll see if we can fix that for you. Sorry, 04 Jets fan. It looks like you're in the car. You might be driving somewhere, perhaps. I'm so sorry. Yeah, we'll see. I think we got a different one. Okay, 1 second here. Let me get rid of your old one. And 04 Jets fan.
Sorry about that, BG. My phone decided it did not want to phone anymore.
No, that's all right. That happens to my phone all the time. So what's up, brother? Welcome back.
Just a little confused as to where the coaching staff and management's wanting to go.
All right.
Letting Tyler Johnson go. I know he was not meant to be a huge part of this offense.
Yeah.
But to me, that almost screams that they seriously are looking to add a bigger piece at wide receiver.
Well,
if they're clearing a space.
Yes. So Tyler Johnson was kicked off the 53-man roster. He was brought back to the practice squad. So he's on the practice squad, but still, to your point, the Jets are lacking some wide receivers on the 53-man roster. So maybe there's another move coming. Maybe a Jacoby Myers, perhaps, or something else sexy in the universe. I'm all about it. Yeah.
I mean, I'd like Jacoby Myers. He's a sure-handed guy. I don't know of him having a huge drop problem.
No.
I would really like to get another speedster on this team.
Ooh, sign me up. I'm all about it. Yeah.
Get an Alec Pierce or somebody else is just stupid fast.
Stupid speed is something that you can never have in short supply. So I'm all about it. Let's because Aaron Smith is interesting, but I'd love more speed. Yeah.
I mean, just think about it. You get another speed guy, you put them out on the edge, you put Garrett in the slot. And then you got Mason on the other side. How do you cover that? You don't.
Impossible. You can't cover it.
I like where we're at.
All right.
Am I saying it's a playoff year? No. Am I thinking we're going to be more wins than last year? I think it'd be hard not to.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. 5 wins last year. Oh boy, that was tough.
That was rough.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just excited.
You should be.
It's finally here.
Yeah, baby.
And let's go Jets.
That's it. Thank you, 04 Jets fan, and let's end with one of these for you. Come on now. Rally. Let's go. Thank you, 04 Jets fan. I would say real quick, though, on the Tyler Johnson stuff. He's on the practice squad. They could do practice squad elevation, so maybe it does mean some big I don't know. Maybe we should ask Connor Long. He's in the chat. He could tell us what the hell's going on. But, Tyler Johnson, he got cut. He's a vested veteran, brought back on the practice squad. You could do practice squad elevation so he could still be a part of the roster. And maybe there's some more roster sort of manipulations to happen here where he's temporary, not on the active roster right now, but then he flips over from the practice squad. So I think Tyler Johnson's still a piece of the puzzle. But I get what you're saying. 04 Jets fan. I get what you're saying. So I think he's going to be fine. Like I said, you get a couple of practice squad elevations for every player on the roster, and they can utilize that at the beginning of the season to make him a part of this receiver room. Obviously, he knows the offense. He's been with the team all summer. So, yeah. For sure. Yo Holmes says that should never go inside a human body, BG, the Reese's pretzels. That's probably true. It probably will kill me. But I've always said this. I'd rather go out in a blaze of glory than live forever eating salad. Okay? Come on, man. Salad just what am I, a dinosaur? I'm just a herbivore? Just eating some leaves? Ugh. Disgusting. I want to eat things that taste good. And I have no idea. I've never tried. First time I never even knew Reese's filled pretzels even existed. So that's new to me. But hey, man, that sounds good to me. If I die quicker, so be it. Blaze of glory. Quality over quantity, boys. Quality over quantity. Yes, the draft is coming up for our Boy Green Coffee Club members. Let me give you guys a quick shout out before we say our salutations here. We have 2 drafts coming up. The first one, well, technically our second one is first. That's confusing. But either way, let's say them in chronological order. We have the Boy Green Double Espresso Shot League. That is Saturday afternoon, Saturday, August 30th. Or I'm an idiot. Good Lord, I can't read. All right. Woo. All right, we'll fix that in post. Everyone just wipe away what I just said. Let me reset. Our Double Espresso Shot League, which is our second league, drafts on Saturday night, Saturday, August 30th at 8 o'clock at night. Okay? Boop. There's one league. Then the Boy Green Original Coffee Club League is drafting on Sunday afternoon. That's Sunday, August 31st at 3 o'clock. Both of these are coming up this weekend, Labor Day weekend. So, again, we've got a draft at 8 o'clock on Saturday night and a draft on Sunday, afternoon. Those are the 2 leagues we got going on, both Boy Green leagues, and both exclusively for our Boy Green Coffee Club members in the Discord. So, salute. Thank you very much. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. We got one of our favorites, baby. It's Kyle Clifton. Yeah.
Good morning, BJ. How are you?
Hey, what's up, Kyle? Good to see you, man.
So I think the previous caller is onto something. I don't know if that additional wide receiver in the trade market is coming immediately, but if we in, it would be something that we would be interested in. I would think.
Yeah, sure.
When you add somebody like Jelani Woods, you're trying to add a matchup problem, right? And to me, the biggest problem this offense has is we don't have a viable X receiver opposite Garrett to draw attention away.
That's true.
Middle of the field for us, whether it's running the ball, dumping it off over the middle, having Garrett do what he does best. Mm-hmm. So maybe in select downs, Woods can be that guy. You're talking about a guy that's 2.5 inches taller than Mike Evans and runs a 4.61.
Yeah.
Now coming out, Mike Evans ran a 4.53. So, a little dissimilar there, but you just need someone who's a credible threat on the other side of the field, split out wide, to draw safety attention over, and it opens up all sorts of possibilities for this offense. Whether it's Brees coming out of the backfield as a dump-off option, and Garrett and Mason Taylor starting to cook. That's basically all I had. I appreciate your time.
Hey, real quick, before you get out, because this is what Nate had to say about it. He said, just like in 2009, we added Braylon Edwards because we won. No need right now to add a wide receiver unless we prove we're a solid team. So maybe some weeks or games happen, then all of a sudden now you're like, oh, we could sauce it up here with the Braylon.
Right, and then we keep your powder dry for next year's quarterback draft class as well.
That's it. Kyle, appreciate you, brother.
Bye.
There he is, Kyle Clifton. Yeah, I would say that too because, again, I'm all in on Justin Fields. I hope he's great. I'm feeling excited about what he brings to the table, but it's important for you to just have multiple lottery tickets at quarterback. That's why, to Johnny's point, he gets sort of annoyed by the QB3 talk. That's why I just like having a developmental guy. I'm a believer in the draft philosophy of drafting a quarterback every year, having someone in the holster. You never know. You're just playing the lottery. We all play the lottery, right? Here's money. Most of us lose, but some of us win. And why not every year have a chance at that quarterback rotation? So, again, that's why I would have picked up a Kyle McCord. I would have tried to add him to my practice squad, and because he's a Jets guy, I think he would have come. If they gave that interest for sure. So I would have loved to see it personally. That's a real reason for QB3. But they believe in Brady Cook, so fine. If he's the developmental guy, God bless. Let's develop. But I believe in Justin Fields. But it makes sense for the Jets to not expend a first-round draft choice or a second-round draft choice. And by the way, I don't know why I remember this, but the Braylon Edwards trade with Cleveland was for the 3rd and a 5th. We didn't even use the 1st or 2nd. Now, there's extenuating circumstances why Braylon was a little less expensive from Cleveland for things that were going on over there. But still, if we can get a 3rd and a 5th and try to find some veteran that can sort of soup up the unit, making the right move is the thing that's important. So, hey, with this Tyler Johnson thing, you can practice squad elevate him for the first couple of games of the season. Again, depending on how things go, and then you could go make that other move for a wide receiver. Makes a lot of sense. And, man, if Jelani Woods could be that guy, this big boy target opposite of Garrett, like you're using him sort of as a quasi-wide receiver, sign me up. That is a big boy, for sure. thank you to the 600 people in the room. Like the video, hit subscribe, baby. I got to jump over and do some MC Show digital content. So I'll be hopping off here, but we got Boy Green Meets Woody coming up at 3 o'clock. That's going to be a lot of fun. Plus, I'm doing really cool. I'm very humbled and honored and everything to do this. I'm doing a Hard Knocks thing with my Oswego High School football team, the old football team that I used to be on in high school. I'm doing a Hard Knocks thing where we're miking up the players and the coaches, and I'm going to be like interviewing people. It's going to be pretty cool. That's happening later this evening, so I'm very proud of that. And shout out to my Buccaneers. Fire the cannons for the Oswego Buccaneers. That's going to be a really cool thing to do later. And we'll have content coming out, I'm sure, all over the place that you guys will be able to check out as well. So everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, one last thing coming in here on the show is my email. Again, if you have interest in joining one of our fantasy football leagues or anything of that nature, or questions about the meet and greet the night before, again, that is my email on the screen. First name, middle initial, last name, jr@gmail.com. That is PAULA, the letter ESDEN, jr@gmail.com. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we'll see you in a little bit for some more action here on the Boy Green YouTube channel. God bless, take care, and we'll see you.